Welcome to Live at the Blue Box. It is now time for This Week in Geek. Uh-oh, I didn't write the date down. It is
September 26th.
September 26th, 2015. I had a run there of like 6 weeks where I got it right. I couldn't even...
I think you're giving yourself way too much credit,
I wouldn't have even said September.
It was like 2 weeks.
I wouldn't have even...
You were gone for a bunch of them. Yeah, what are you
the
talking
Edward
about?
puppet was much more polite.
It's June 14th, 2017. All right.
Yeah, well...
Edward's
Almost.
14 now.
Edward's 14. All right. You know what? I'm telling you, you get sassy and Edward puppet's coming out.
That would be an awkward
Have you
conversation.
seen Edward Puppet?
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
Edward versus Edward puppet.
Edward versus the next episode will be just Edward and the Edward puppet up here.
Welcome to This Week in Geek. Could we all have puppets?
Yeah, as
That
I
would
say,
be
everyone
great.
has one puppet.
You want to do an entire episode of just the puppets?
Thunder
No,
podcast.
please don't.
What?
Thunder podcast like Thunderbirds. That would be awesome.
Thunderbirds
Let's do
would
it.
be
Just
a bunch of
And at the end, we get this,
marionettes.
like, crappy spaceship.
That's what we should just pretend we're puppets.
Sadly, the only people entertained by it are us. You know,
Edward doesn't even know what's
Not
Scott
me.
liked it. Scott really liked
Scott will
it.
like it. We're going to have a Scott puppet, too. It's going to be awesome. All right, let's introduce ourselves. Let's start here.
I am Edward Lee, co-owner of This Week in Geek.
Hello, Edward.
Hi.
Still making that joke.
Yep.
Terrible. I'm Lil Kanitsa. I do the League of Geeks podcast, and that's Geeks with a Z. Also, This Week in Geek, Enough Said, and many others for Southgate Media.
I thought you were going to beat your joke to death, too.
Yes.
And how about you over there?
I'm Chris Mao, co-owner of Blue Box Cafe.
And I'm Rob Southgate, co-owner of Southgate Media Group, and on a lot of stuff. All right, let's
Lots of stuff this week.
get
so.
into it. You know, here's an amazing fact. We don't have any celebrity deaths that we have to deal with this week. Do you know we've had a stretch of the one week had like 5. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
This week nobody died. I think death's on a vacation.
Well, there's a lot of
So-
sports athletes that have passed.
Yes.
Who did?
Some athletes passed.
Oh, they're not celebrities.
All right.
Daryl Dawkins? What are you talking about? He's
say.
a celebrity.
Oh, he died?
Chocolate Thunder? Yes.
I didn't know that.
Him and Moses
Moses
Malone.
Malone.
Oh,
It
he
was-
died?
It was a bad month to be a 76ers
It
ex-center.
was. Jeez.
Is somebody, like pinpointing
Billy
those guys?
Cunningham.
Or
Maurice
yes.
Cheeks and Billy Cunningham are
They're
out
on
together.
the list.
That's right. Dr. J was mad they didn't win more championships. Sorry.
Sports
Sports
jokes.
jokes.
Yeah,
I
with
get
a
none of
Z.
these.
With a Z.
All right, so let's jump into this thing. We got some geek news to talk.
We do.
It's nice that the, August when everyone was on vacation, it's starting to ramp up a little bit. August was a kind of slow month with stuff, and
Right.
not much going on now. Production's getting over with shows, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Things
Yeah,
are
it seems like
happening,
we
so
got
it's
some
good.
stuff to talk about. Anyone want to jump in first?
I do.
Furious
I'm excited. Because the Furious 7 is on
Yeah.
DVD now.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
right.
And you can get the cool case with the rims and
Is
everything.
that what you wanted to bring up first? Yes, it is.
No, a rumor.
A rumor? Do we deal in rumors
rumor
here?
has-
Of course we do. Everything
Of
we talk
course.
about is a rumor. They've been talking about rebooting A Nightmare on Elm Street. Or
Yes.
doing it again. So a sequel to a reboot with a new whatever. So Robert Englund kind of let it leak out that New Line reached out to Tuesday Night. If anybody who doesn't know who Tuesday Night is, why would you? She was in A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4, the Dream Master, and she played...
She's the sister of Monday Night, just so you know.
Yes. Ha, ha, ha.
Wednesday's little sister.
Yes.
Sorry. Hello.
She played Patricia Arquette's character in A Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors, which is my favorite horror movie of all time.
She was Patricia Arquette in that movie?
She played that
amazing.
character, yes. She played as Patricia
There was a
Arquette.
character named Patricia Arquette?
Yes.
Wow.
So they're talking about he's leaking that they're going to reboot A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3,
Yes.
which is my favorite Nightmare
Me
movie.
too. Dream
And I
Warrior,
don't know
awesome.
how I feel about it. As long as they have the Dokken song in it, the Dream
Oh, yeah,
Warriors.
Dream Warriors.
Yes.
I think exactly. I think I would be super happy with it.
And as long as they have the TV with the arms that reach out and grab the kid and pull it up.
welcome
into
to
it.
prime time. Bleep.
Yep, I love it.
I have to bleep myself. So
That's not the first time. So, hey, Alo, why don't you go bleep yourself?
That could be a new T-shirt. I bleep myself. That'd be-
true. Hashtag.
Wasn't that a song in the 80s? I bleep myself. No.
That's the
All right.
90s, by the way.
That was
I
the
was gonna say, I think it was like
90s.
91 or something.
Welcome to This Week in Geek. It's September 26th, 1990. So
We're talking about...
So, you know what? I read the same thing.
Edward's in a jar. He's a fetus.
Did you see Fresh Prince of Bel Air?
A jar?
What?
Oh my! He was in a jar in 1990. That's weird.
I'll tell you,
man.
we were all a lot skinnier then too.
We were.
We were a lot skinnier. Laptop.
Of Edward in a jar?
Edward in a jar. Next
Edward
week,
puppet in a jar.
we need a big jar. We're going to put the Edward puppet in a jar next time.
Ruth is going to kill you, by the way, just to let you know.
So, you know what? I read the same thing about this movie. I think it's a great idea to not go back. I don't want to see him do the origin again.
And they won't. They won't.
And I don't want to see them go, let's take kind of the Nightmare on Elm Street 2 approach, because that was terrible. Just stop it.
Oh,
Three is where the series picked up some steam.
Agree.
And it's a good place. They don't have to remake it, but use that as the basis for a reboot. I like that idea. Don't go back and do the origin. Just start right there.
I agree with everything you said, except for the Nightmare 2. I think it is a movie that
No.
it shouldn't be as hated as much as it is.
No, it should be. It was terrible.
No,
I saw it
I
in the theater, and I remember I was so excited for it, and I came out and I was like, that was really not good.
But it wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. It was It was okay.
It was,
Right, but there were some themes to it that were progressive for the time. And I think
Edward
that's
doesn't even know. He's like, what's Nightmare on Elm Street?
Who's Freddy Krueger?
I don't like to hear the words nightmare.
He'll be in your dreams.
Oh.
Words?
Yes.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Words
So,
nightmare.
I don't know. I think it's a good idea. What do you guys think?
I love it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm excited.
I thought you just flip-flopped. You're like, I'm not sure.
Well, I'm not sure, but I love Dream
idea.
Warriors, so
Okay.
I want to see it again.
All right.
If they can pull it off, it'll be good. If they ruin it, then it's just.
Well, then they'll just reboot it again.
Right. If they ruin it,
How
that's
long
fine.
can they
I
do
still
Deadly
have Dream
Friend as a
Warriors.
reboot? That's what I'm waiting for. That was the
Why
worst.
can't they reboot something that was bad and make it good? That would be a nice trick in Hollywood.
Well,
That'll never happen.
I know, but I'm just saying that would be a wonderful.
what would
trick
be your
that they
number
could-
one choice then? What would you want them to reboot? Chopping Mall?
Chopping ball.
Gateway?
Cyborg by Van Damme.
Oh,
That was one of the
yes.
That was one of the
No,
worst
but
movies
see,
ever.
the thing is who do you have to play the Van Damme role? You have nobody.
Van Damme. You can do it still.
He could.
He's
Seth
Have
Rogen.
you seen his
He'd be
movie
perfect.
Welcome to the Jungle? Terrible.
Oh,
Jeez.
Seth Rogen,
Yes.
he's ripped. He could do it.
Seth Rogen.
Jonah
Jonah
Hill.
Hill. Yeah, he lost all that
Skinny
weight.
All
Jonah
right,
Hill.
well, I guess
With the teeth and everything. So.
Yeah, with the teeth.
He worked for Scale on Wolf of Wall Street because he wanted to work with Scorsese.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And that worked out
And he
pretty well for him, too.
Yeah, Oscar. It's okay. Right?
Yeah,
He
it's
won an
all right.
Oscar for it, right? Or he was nominated.
Do you know
I
who
don't
this
he
is?
nominated.
Nope.
I think.
You don't know who Jonah Hill is?
Super bad.
He's
He
never
doesn't know
seen Superbad.
Superbad?
Come on.
He
Remember
doesn't know what that is.
Jeez.
Not even the edited version?
It's
on Comedy Central all the time.
TBS.
They-
What is it? It's like 2 minutes of the movie.
He was in. No, I know what he's going to know. Not that he saw it, but 21 Jump Street. He's the shorter, fatter guy.
Oh, okay.
With
He's
Channing
not
Tatum.
Channing Tatum.
He's not Channing Tatum.
He was opposite Channing Tatum.
All right. I want to bring up one that I thought was good. Did you guys see? Boy, this is. I don't want to start there. That's really weird. Pacific Rim 2. Now,
Oh,
last
yeah.
week we talked
I
about
saw
how
this.
Pacific Rim 2 is dead. You and I were like,
Yes.
kind of bummed. Lil probably didn't care because he wasn't here and he doesn't care, and Edward doesn't know what
Was
it
I
is.
not here last? Oh, it was Thursday.
It's not dead.
Right.
Guillermo del Toro came out this week and said, no, wait a minute. Everyone's saying this is dead. This isn't dead. It's just, it's the
It's
same
not- it's
point
not
it was
alive,
in.
is what
No,
it is,
he
right.
said it's in the same place it was a couple of months ago when we talked about if Crimson Peak does well,
Right.
then there's a good chance we're going to see Pacific Rim 2. And if that does well, there's a good chance we'll see Hellboy 3. As he said, it's not that you have to see this, and he's going to keep going back to those wells because he's got more stories to tell.
Yeah.
So it's not dead. The other thing that's not dead, Tron 3.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw that.
Are you looking at my paper?
It's barely,
Come on,
got,
no,
a,
decent
it's barely got a heartbeat, but it's not dead. And I think that's another one. They could go back to that well. Why not?
I think Disney will. If Disney has used Tron a lot in their parks, especially in California. I mean, they have a whole area of Tron. They do this Tron night
Of course,
dance
it's a
party.
property
Oh, yeah.
for them.
It's a
How
big
did they
thing,
not
I
make
think.
their arcade world in Tomorrowland is not Flynn's Arcade? How did they
Right.
not do that?
Yeah.
That is a big mistake, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, I
doesn't know what I'm talking
I
about.
know exactly what you're talking about.
And that's why they didn't do it, because the kids
Right.
that go don't know what it is.
Ah, you
so.
kids. You know what it is,
I know
right?
exactly what
You
it is.
kids, back in my day.
Do you know what Chips is?
If they make a light cycle ride, I think they can.
Oh, yeah, that'd
that
be
movie would
great.
come back because everybody would then want to go see the movie because they're like, I rode the light cycles.
We'd have
Yeah.
to sell our car to get out to California right now to go get on that light cycle ride. That is awesome.
Either that, you'll be on my roof and we're driving down. You're like, what
We
is
used
that
to-
sound?
We used to play that. My parents don't want to hear this. We used to play it when we were on our bikes, and we'd ride our bikes, and we'd do the light cycle and knock each other off. Like, now I look back, I'm like, we could have had brain damage, worse than I have. I mean, can you imagine?
Little
we
do
did
you
that.
know
We
you
were right
did.
real close, like, boom, and knock the other guy off, and it's like, wait,
We could have had brain damage.
What is wrong with
you
that?
do have brain damage.
We both have brain damage.
Yeah, we could have had a really bad accident.
Yeah.
You're a vegetable. It's sorry to
It's
go
all
there.
right.
That's
But I'd be having Tron dreams the whole time, so it's
Yes.
okay. All right, who has one?
Well, so Ridley Scott's out doing the Martian press, and all he can talk about is Prometheus. Because
the
he's
story
leaking.
every day
Really?
keeps changing,
Yes.
and he keeps leaking more and more.
Because
and
he
more.
wants people to go back. He's like, I know people didn't really like Prometheus, so I'm going to tell you all this stuff.
But it was
how
fantastic.
it ties in.
Prometheus was a fantastic movie. It just wasn't the Alien prequel that
People
he said
wanted
was.
it to be alien.
Alien. That's
Right.
what
it is.
That's
but
what we
he just
expected.
didn't say it.
Right, but he started way early in the story, and people were like, well, where are the aliens?
If you watch it and don't know it's part of Aliens, I hate to say
It's
it.
got the
ship,
and it's got the croissant. It's got
Yeah.
the jockey.
Yeah, it's got
They're
the whole
all
thing.
there. Do you know what any of this is?
Yes.
Okay, good.
All right, so he comes out, he goes,
Just taking
we're,
care of you,
we're
Edward.
keeping distance from Alien, but we're going to call the new movie Alien Paradise Lost.
Right.
Okay.
First
Okay.
he said they were going to keep their
And then he
distance. There's
goes,
nothing.
well, we're really not going to make it Alien until the fourth or fifth one.
No, third or fourth. He
Third-
said
third
maybe
one,
the third,
trilogy.
maybe
Right.
the fourth.
And then they're going to
And
bring
then he
Ridley.
changes the name to Alien whatever.
Paradise
It's
Lost, though,
But
yeah.
it's still not. But now he came out like yesterday and said there's ties to Ripley,
Yeah.
to the Sigourney Weaver character in it.
I know.
You know what? They can do that now too with the CG technology.
Yes.
Just like how they did Michael Douglas. Boom.
Yes.
We get Ridley. Just do a whole movie with CG Sigourney Weaver. I'll do it. I'll take it.
I'm in.
I'm
Or
in.
just take clips from Ghostbusters and we'll be all set.
Or the new Ghostbusters because she'll be in that.
She's
as
going to be.
well.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
that was
true.
the other news this week.
Yeah, that was huge.
Everybody
Everybody.
but Harold Ramis is in the Ghostbusters movie.
And Rick Moranis.
And Rick Moranis. But he retired, right? Or
yeah,
he's-
Rick. Well, he's not. He's unless they're up in Canada because I think that's where he's.
Yeah.
going.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he'll probably come back. When we finally convince him to do the Bob and Doug McKenzie meet the werewolf movie, that's what I want to see happen. Please, if there's a God, that's the movie.
Meets American Pie. You could get him all in there.
Oh,
It'd be
yes. Eugene Levy.
That's
and,
right. Be
yes.
great.
Make it happen. That would be awesome. And I know
That'd be
there's a
good.
God, so I know it's going to happen. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
so
'Cause
I
that's
love,
how it
I love
works.
how
That's how it
I
works.
love
That's
how
how
at the
it
beginning of
works.
Ghostbusters. Oh, we're not bringing any of the old characters back.
No.
Nothing in there.
But Bill
Aykroyd,
Murray
Murray,
says he's
the whole
not
thing.
playing Venkman.
They're,
Right.
none of them are playing any of their former
Right.
characters.
But
I
they're all
don't
in the
understand.
movie. But they're all in the movie. So I know it's
Annie
not the
Potts,
direct
Ernie
but-
Hudson,
Yeah.
Dan Aykroyd. The only one not there is Harold Ramis. And
You're
Rick
going to
Moranis.
see like Dan Aykroyd and Ernie Hudson as like garbage men like driving past. I mean, that's what's going to
yeah.
happen.
Are they going to
Probably.
get Peter McNichol in it? Because he was, remember him?
Yeah,
He's in Ghostbusters too. They need to
Yeah.
get him in it too.
They just
I mean,
bring-
they've already finished filming, but they're still leaking out who's going to be in it.
Right.
Why couldn't he all of a
That would
sudden
be great
show
if
up?
everyone just shows up.
Everybody.
Slimer just comes in. Hey,
Slimer.
Stay Puft Marshmallow Man just waving in the background.
There's the question:
who was
is,
the guy who was the
is it
the
pink or
jerk?
green slime? C. Martin was the jerk.
Martin.
Not the jerk. The guy in the movie who played the. guy who
Oh,
shut
the
him down.
ComEd, the guy from what's his name? I know his name.
He's like the jerk in every. Not
Yeah.
the jerk, but he's like in.
The guy from Die Hard.
Die Hard, yeah. I can't think of his
I
name.
can't think of his name
That would
either.
be great if he showed up in it too.
Oh, please. That would be amazing.
the same mayor.
Yeah. The same mayor.
And the same cardinal.
Yeah. Yes. This man
Lenny,
has
I-
no. We'll have that same line. That'd be great.
That would be good. So.
Oh man.
Oh, and then
Just
and then
before my
Paul
time.
Feig.
Paul- you don't know
did you
this?
see
Yeah,
his-
what
I
he
know
said.
some of them. I don't know
What-
What Paul Feig said to all the haters.
Yeah, great. He's
Bleep,
like
bleep, bleep,
Yeah.
bleep,
bleep
bleep.
bleep. He's like,
Yeah.
yeah, you guys don't know anything. Bleep off. That's
Speaking of remakes and redos, did you know they're making Chips?
yeah.
Kristen Bell signed on to be in Chips.
What?
Yes, because her husband, Dax Shepard, is directing it and starring in it. This movie held
he
no
Botch?
interest for me. Does anyone care about Chips coming out?
Is he?
But it's
he's not going to be Pontius.
I know,
He's
but
the other guy. What's the other
but it
guy's
is
name?
Dex, Shepard, and Michael Pena playing the Conch
It
role.
shouldn't be Michael Pena, although I love
And all
Michael
of a sudden
Pena.
now I'm like,
it should
wait
be
a
what's his
minute.
face from that '70s show.
It was supposed to be Wilmer
Who
Valderrama.
played
Yeah.
Fez? Wilmer Valderrama. Yeah.
He was actually attached to it for 10 years, and then that fell apart. Now it's Michael Pena.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? As soon as I heard that those two guys, I was like, I might want to see this. I'll wait for it to be on cable, but
Is it going to be
A-Team was
scrubs
so
on
good.
motorcycles?
A-Team was so good, it
I
makes
would
me
love
think
that.
they could do it. Starsky and Hutch, not so good, but A-Team was so good, they could do it.
Starsky and Hutch
Starsky
wasn't
and Hutch
bad.
was not
It wasn't
bad.
bad. It wasn't enough to make it relaunch. I thought
no.
it was going to be better than it was. It was kind
Stiller
of.
was.
I don't
right?
think.
It's
Yeah,
Stiller,
I don't
right?
think any of these movies that they're remaking TV properties from the '70s and '80s are looking to launch a giant franchise. I really think they're
I
looking.
think they all
I
are.
think they're looking for one-offs. I don't think Stiller, when they did this, there wasn't
No,
a
when they
franchise.
did that, no, I think that
it
was
was a one-off.
Yeah, I think that was a one-off.
You know, they were
A-Team
just
was not a
tongue-in-cheek.
one-off. A-Team was supposed to launch a series, and it didn't.
Yeah.
Although now, did you hear this? Everything is getting made into a TV show but this. They are making A-Team into a TV show again.
Really?
Yep.
We're
Oh,
gonna get
yeah,
Liam
I've heard of
Neeson?
that. Yeah.
That would be awesome. I'm sure they're not.
That
But
wasn't a
speak-
bad movie. It wasn't.
No, it
bad.
was awesome.
It was
I
actually
loved
really
it.
good. I can't.
It was okay. Yeah, it was
was
really
decent.
good. Yeah.
Speaking of Liam Neeson, did you hear the other TV show?
No. Darkman.
Oh,
That would be fantastic.
No, Taken.
Taken. But it's
How
a
are they gonna do a
Oh,
TV
yeah.
show?
no,
on Taken?
but it's a prequel, so it's showing
We talked about this like, oh, so they're gonna take his daughter again, but she's an infant
Every-
now. How
every
many
week.
times has this girl been stolen?
I've got a particular set of skills
What kind of father are
rescuing
you?
my daughter.
You just kidnap everyone in your
Worst
family.
father
Hey
ever.
Liam,
Kidnap
get
my
a baby
mother.
Bjorn. She won't be out of your sight.
Oh man,
You can wear her, and then this won't happen.
Well, it's on NBC, so it'll be doomed to fail.
Yeah, it'll be one season if it even makes it on.
Yeah.
But I do think there is something there. I think you could do a prequel series that would work.
That's
I
him
do.
being what? As him being.
A-Team, I think they're just setting themselves up for another A-Team, where it's like, I mean, come on, that show. You watch it a couple of times, and it's like, okay, I've seen this story already over and over. I think that Taken could be interesting, unless they keep having his daughter abducted. Now it's been my wife. Now it's my daughter.
You
now it's
abducted my milk jugs.
You took my neighbor. I've got a particular set of skills.
My cousin's dog walker.
You took my cousin's dog walk. Hang up the phone. All right. So what else?
Fire
Oh,
3 grenades and we will find them.
Before I take over, what do you got? Anyone got one?
before
I
got a really
Edward,
good one.
Edward, go ahead.
Fox just released that they will be making movies into Oculus Rifts.
Yes.
They're doing that. And
Little
they're-
tech news there.
Yes.
Did you see the World of Warcraft demo?
No, I have not.
So, for those of you who don't know what Oculus Rift is, it's like a visor thing you wear, and it totally immerses you like 3D in it. The three of us went and saw an Oculus Rift demonstration for Insidious 2 that was, the Oculus Rift thing was really amazing. Edward doesn't know because he got scared and had to
He
take it
did.
off. Yeah. But the rest of us got through it.
Yep.
I
And,
heard somebody
it's
scream
okay,
"mommy"
Edward.
really loud, and I was like, "Oh, what's
That
going
was
on?"
actually
Yeah, that was me.
actually Rob.
That was me.
Edward, you scream like a little girl. No, that's Rob.
I'm right here. What are you talking about, Lil? Yeah.
Still hear it going on.
But Fox is going to release nearly 100 movies on the Oculus Rift.
Close
and,
to 100 films.
And the thing is, I thought, okay, it's going to be new stuff. They're going to do some animated stuff. No, it's like Pulp
It's
Fiction in
and-
Oculus Rift.
They're doing Birdman.
I don't care about seeing Birdman in Oculus Rift. I don't
Also,
like
Why would you
Alien.
want to see
Michael
Birdman
Keaton's
in
underwear.
Oculus Rift?
Oh, good. I get to look around and really get a shot. Hey, prostate trouble. I don't care about seeing that.
Also, they're
You
doing
can really see the hair plugs from me.
yeah, you can really see the hair plugs.
Alien,
Ooh.
Predator, Taken,
Predator?
Die Hard.
Yes,
Yeah.
Predator in Oculus Rift.
Jesse the body in full.
It'd be
That's
amazing.
right. I ain't got
You're
time
in
to
the
believe it.
jungle,
And they're going to do Taken it. No, I'm kidding.
taken
The
on
first one-
TV.
The first one, that was
Great.
a really, really
Did you
good
guys see
movie.
the other ones?
Yeah, there were.
I
Which
saw
ones?
part of part 3, and I just left.
Okay.
It was,
I was
yeah.
like, I'm
Hater.
done. I am.
He had to triangulate
I'm a
with his
troll.
daughter with grenades in France or something. It's like, yeah, okay.
Wait, what?
Is it his daughter each time?
Yes.
No,
it
his
is.
wife was-
his ex-wife gets taken in the third one.
All right.
and murdered. Well, spoiler alert, right? She dies.
Oh, I haven't
somebody
seen them
died.
yet. That's all right. I'll forget. I don't even know what date
I'm
it
thinking
is.
of a different movie.
Lots of Russians. Now.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, I want to bring one up.
Well, also with that, they'll be making a Oculus Rift theater with a 360 degree
Oh,
screen.
they are?
Yes.
They call those
Really?
planetariums, but
They-
that's
All
okay.
right.
They
Yeah,
said,
they have that ride at SeaWorld right now where you can sit there and it's a whole dome.
Yeah, but they're not showing Predator on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how they would do that.
That would be
it
awesome.
would be
I
cool.
don't
I'm
know.
excited. We're all going, yeah.
Yeah.
They actually have like a giant
It's
mattress in the
it's
theater.
a
Everybody's just
40
laying
too,
down.
so you get that whiff of the Predator. Ugh.
Doing Star Wars.
that's,
or
that's just the person
That'd be great.
sitting
That's
next
what all anybody wants, right?
Yeah. Star Wars.
and
Sadly,
Well,
to bait you, they'll do episode 1.
That's all
if
I
you
want
don't
right
go to
now in my
this,
life.
we're not making any more. Fine. We'll go see little Annie.
you'll
in
own all the
4D.
you'll own all the DVD players.
Yeah,
right?
it's
That'll
the
be
worst.
You'll be the one guy.
So I want to bring one up. I saw a trailer this week that I want to highlight that I don't know if you guys watched. Did you see the trailer for The Walk? Anybody?
No.
Anybody see the trailer for The Walk or know what this is? Yes. Did you love it? It looks good. Is that a ringing endorsement for you or that guy? Yep, it looks good. That's my dad. That's the best I ever get out of him.
Oh, okay.
Not
I
bad,
saw
is what
this
my dad
trailer.
said.
This
Is that
I
a
think
ringing
so.
endorsement?
I think
the
it's-
High Wire guy,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
Is it the
It's,
High Wire?
The Walens.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah.
Did you guys see
I
I've
saw
seen
this on the
this.
theater. Yeah.
Is there a new
I've
one, or
seen
is it the
this.
same
It's-
one where he walks to the edge and you?
The
No,
movie you're
it's-
talking about was a documentary called Man on Wire, which is a fantastic documentary if you haven't seen it. I mean, really engaging, really excellent, and it's a true story. What's his name? Phillipe Petit shot an arrow with a wire on it across the Twin Towers and walked without a safety harness between the Twin Towers at the top. It is amazing, this movie. This is a dramatic representation of it.
Yes.
Robert Zemeckis is making it. Joseph Gordon-Levitt is playing
Yeah.
Yeah.
Philip
okay.
Petit, but he looks kind of like Bruce Willis in it. No, I'm kidding. Some Looper humor.
Hold
for
on,
you.
before
Yeah.
anybody else. Boo.
Yeah, there it is.
That's terrible.
I don't know about you guys. I had a much stronger reaction than you. I was watching this thing like, oh my
This looked
gosh,
cool.
we got to go to this movie in October.
When he walks up to the
And
edge,
it's an IMAX.
That is
Well, that's what I saw the
Yes.
trailer in
Have
He
you-
IMAX.
walks up, and
Yeah.
it's
Have
like,
you seen
I
the one
mean-
where he lays on the wire?
No.
The newest one, he walks, and in the middle of it, his foot becomes so bad he has to sit down and just lay on the wire.
Yep,
on
that
his
is
back.
of the
what
wind?
really happened.
Yeah.
If you watch Man on Wire, he lays down on the wire at one point. You're like, there's not one bit of this that I can handle. I can't even, like, they show him go to the edge of the beam, and he's standing there, and they show Joseph Gordon-Levitt, he's standing on the beam, and he's got his foot hanging over, and I'm having a heart attack over this, and I don't have fear of heights. And I'm like, this is not right. But if you watch the documentary, he does the same thing. He just, like, walks out there.
Could
He's
you
like,
imagine
"Oh,
the
yeah."
people in the theater passing out in IMAX 3D watching this?
I can't wait.
Yeah.
So I
I
wanted to
can't-
bring
I
that
couldn't
trailer up.
watch
If you
it.
haven't seen it, see the trailer.
I
We need to
can't go see
release
it.
the Blair Witch Project in IMAX
Fear Heights?
3D.
Fear Heights?
Oh yeah, Fear Heights, big time.
What if Kathleen put you in a harness?
What? the weird thing is, like, if I'm attached, like, roller coasters, none of that bothers me. But as soon as I go, like, up in the Sears Tower, I completely lose.
You're
it.
done? Yeah,
Oh yeah,
okay.
done completely.
All right.
When the water flow, the whole thing. It's
Right.
Scary, so.
All right, who's got one? I had to highlight that one.
Some
I didn't
big
want to
Doctor
run out
Who
of time.
news. David Tennant and Catherine Tate are going to come back and reenact their Doctor Who roles, not on screen, but in Big Finish audio.
Yeah.
Which
New
is
stories with David Tennant and Donna.
which is going to be fantastic, just to kind of give it life, which I think is going to open the door for Matt Smith to do them, to get more Paul McGann to do some more. I mean, I think it's just going to
Paul
open up the
McGann's
universe.
locked in. I mean, he's
Right.
doing them. But the fact that they got David Tennant, it's like, this is a thing.
Yeah.
This is a thing. And any of them can continue doing this now and will want to.
And
Which
that
is
can,
great.
And that can lead to to all sorts of one-offs, I think.
Yeah, when we sit here and
It'll be
go,
great.
why can't they do a story? Well, okay, so we can't watch it, but to listen to a well-crafted story with the 10th Doctor that's
Yeah.
completely canon, because they consider those canon,
They do.
that's amazing. That's a great idea.
It'll be huge. It'll be
Yeah.
be great. So
Yeah, I'm down with it.
I'm glad that they
A little
got them
doesn't
to do
care.
it.
He's like, poo-poo on Doctor Who. I'm all into, I don't know what you're into. Bachelor.
I don't watch The Bachelor.
I
No.
wish the first Bachelor would do an audiobook again.
Yeah.
I I don't even know who that would be.
I don't either.
So
Edward,
are these talks with
No,
Wesley
I don't.
Snipes maybe doing Blade? Is that all? Is
You
that all?
guys notice every week it's Wesley Snipes.
Well,
going,
no.
Yep, they're talking
but I'm
about
bringing
it.
They're talking about it. Is it him just hopefully
It is.
wishing it, or is it them putting it in there? Is it Wesley Snipes going, I'm in great shape, I could do the role, why not? Or is he really
What do
talking
you guys
about
think? I think that's what it is.
Yeah, it's just him saying, "Hey."
Because they're going to relaunch it with his daughter, is the latest rumor.
Well, but I think the rumor would be that he would be there as kind of the Whistler character.
right, but I think
for the
he
daughter?
I think he was hinting that, oh, no, they're going to make a Blade with me.
No, I think the thing is he'll realize that he needs the paycheck, and he'll do anything.
I think he's going to have a hard time crossing over, him personally, crossing over to be the dad character.
Yeah.
Like, he's reached the point where it's like, yeah, you're in shape and everything, but you're older.
Right.
And
You're old.
you're going to be the dad character now. And I think he's going to have a harder time with that. Unlike a guy, we were talking about Harrison Ford earlier. Harrison Ford, you know what? I don't think he cares.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
No, he just
Well,
wants
but
to die
he still
in the movie.
He still did action stuff almost till he was 60.
Right,
Where
but he
Wesley
plays
Snipes
the
is
dad, and he was older, you know?
Yeah.
And Wesley Snipes, I think, is going to have a harder time giving up that spotlight.
well, he lost
Yeah.
a few
If you
years,
watch
so
Blade 3, you can definitely see that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The stories behind that movie are
It's horrible.
amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. Garbage, too.
They filmed 2 movies.
Hot garbage.
Hot
Merged
garbage. Yeah.
It was bad.
I have
All right.
one that you probably haven't seen, the Angry Birds trailer. They're doing an Angry Birds.
Oh, the
movie.
Angry Birds? I did
Angry-
watch it. Did you guys
kidding
watch
me?
it?
Yes.
No.
That looks.
I thought it was going to be terrible.
Honestly,
It was funny.
it looks good. It reminds me of you three, pretty much.
Are we angry?
No, just the humor in
Or
it.
are we the birds
Who's
or the
the green pig?
I was going to say the green pigs.
How dare
I'll take
you.
it. I'll take it. It's all right. Hey, next week, tune in for the
Hey,
Edward
where's the
puppet.
Edward puppet? I have something I have to take care of.
Because Edward's going to the trash can after this.
That's right.
Somebody get that jar. We're going to lock the Edward puppet or the real
jar.
Edward in the jar.
How big of a jar do you have?
So I watched the trailer and it was funny.
Okay.
Jason Sudeikis, however you say
Sudeikis.
it. Yeah, he's in it. Peter Dinklage has a part. Danny McBride, Bill Hader, Maya Rudolph. They were all listed. I was like, it's a good cast. It seemed funny. Yeah, I thought it was good. I'm going to get booed for this one. Did you guys watch the Peanuts trailer? Everybody's all about this Peanuts movie. Does it seem that great to you?
No.
Are you guys
It
like
really
really
doesn't.
excited for this Peanuts movie? Because the buzz is really strong. but-
It's just because it's coming back to the theater. That's it. I mean, that's
yeah,
why.
It's like every time I watch it, I think it's going to be good, and then I'm like, I don't quite. And the people behind it are really good too, but it might just be directed so young that it's kind of losing me. I don't know. You're that age. What do you think?
You're
I've
5.
I've never seen Peanuts, so.
Of course not.
Of course not. Your mom won't let you.
He's like,
That
the
great
Great
character
Pumpkin
when
is
he's
too
on the,
scary.
playing the Red Baron, that's just too much for you.
Not
the
till you're
Great
18.
Pumpkin is like the biggest horror movie in his
That
house.
Lucy is such
Biggest
a
horror movie. You're doing 31 days of horror movies.
The Great Pumpkin is number 1. Exactly.
What, you can't watch like the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer because of the Abominable Snowman?
Oh my God.
Too much.
Terrifying.
It's horrible. Hey, did you see John Goodman is joining the cast of Skull Island?
Yep.
Have I mentioned that Skull Island is
Yes.
on my radar
Yes.
a few times? John Goodman is, and they said he's hunting Kong in it. That's what the one thing said.
If he had the glasses, that would be outstanding.
Done. He needs the glasses.
That's
He
what they
just
show.
needs to be that character.
He needs the vest and
On
everything.
Joe Blow, they say John Goodman is joining the cast, and they have the picture with the gun. It's
No, they need
Fantastic.
him. They've got him. They need to put him in that outfit, and they need Donnie to be with him. What's his name? Steve Buscemi to be like his partner. And that's it. Never say anything other than call him Donnie and what was his name?
And
Will?
Marie?
No, Donnie and Marie. What was his name?
Steve-
Walter.
Walter.
Oh my gosh! The picture with the glass.
It is. It's right there. It's
Oh, let
fantastic.
that be his look in Kong Island.
It won't be, but that's.
Oh, it will be in my dreams.
Imagine superimposing that on every scene
Oh,
afterwards.
it's happening in my head. That's all I
You
can
see it on
think
YouTube.
about.
Somebody does that. Just paste that face
But this
over.
movie, I mean, it's everything I'm reading about it. We got nervous because in the beginning they had some other people cast. They
Yeah.
lost some of this
Yeah.
good cast, and it was like, uh-oh. That's usually kind of a bad sign. They've picked up all these
Well,
good people.
When they switch studios, they're going full force. So
Yep. Yeah.
Well, they've got a lot of money right in this.
Tom Hiddleston is in it, and he's saying that it's really hot. Now, see, the thing is, you always, whenever the actors talk about it, like, I'm sure the actors that were in Troll 2, if they got interviewed somewhere, they'd be
That
like,
needs to be remade.
It's the greatest movie ever made, you know?
That needs to be remade.
No, it doesn't.
Troll 2.
No, they're going to do an animated series.
Basket Case.
Remember? Basket Case would be awesome remade. Yes. Yes.
All these movies
And
are
then
flying into my head all of a sudden.
A crossover
20
with the
minutes later.
stuff.
Yes.
Yes. I'm all about that. That'd be awesome.
Can we do every Bobcat Goldthwait movie with
You know what we didn't talk about?
We didn't talk about.
a lot of things?
Furious 8.
Oh, yeah.
Furious 8
Lost its director.
It's stalled. This might not happen.
All because
or
of
at
your
least-
hero, Vin Diesel.
Yep.
Okay.
All because of your hero.
Yep. And Vin Diesel wants to direct it, and they're like, we don't want you directing it. So, yeah, this is... What do you think
It's
it
about
is?
family. That's all
This
you
is
have
your
to say.
time.
It's about family.
It's,
And they can CGI Paul Walker in at this point. What the heck? Why
Yeah.
not?
Why not? This is probably going to be...
This is
He's
horrible.
gonna have a
At this-
TLC
at this
concert
point-
and CGI him in Left Eye.
At this point, they've run out of ideas. They don't really have anything left.
What?
That's
Furious?
it.
You just said you love. You say you love
When?
Furious 7.
Yeah.
But
But
how
I-
do you know they've run out of
They did the thing.
ideas?
I
You
feel
haven't
like,
seen 8.
well,
They stopped the tank on a bridge.
Yes.
It was fantastic. Are you kidding me? They got
Yeah,
something
they
else.
haven't run out of ideas.
They
They've
drove
run
a
out of
car
people
off
to
of a
direct it
helicopter,
because
off
of
of
Vin
an
Diesel.
airplane.
yeah.
Look how he's turning. You're an internet troll. You're just turning on it.
Vin Diesel caught
13-year-old troll.
her flying off of a car across the bridge. What they got to
You
come
know
up with
what?
something else.
They just need a director. Why not just put Ronda Rousey in there as the lead and have at it with The Rock?
Because she was already in it.
Well,
yeah,
is
I know.
like-
I saw. It's the only thing
but
I've
is-
seen.
is like Gal
Out of the
Gadot
whole
gonna do
series,
it?
I saw the beginning of Tokyo Drift, and then I mean, literally
That
the
is
first 5 minutes.
horrendous.
And then I
This is
saw
the worst movie
which is
ever.
why I saw the first 5 minutes and I was done. And then I saw
Tokyo
Ronda
Drift is
Rousey
horrible.
fighting.
I like the
what's
Hulk
her name?
car.
Yeah, the
And
cars
that-
are great.
in
but
that clip, and that was cool. That's it. And I know The Rock's in it. That's all I know.
The Rock.
The Rock. He's
Hey,
in
did you
everything.
see? Oh, sorry.
And now I know Vin
I'm
Diesel's in it
excited.
because you brought him up.
Did you see the celebrity mean tweets on Jimmy Kimmel this week?
No.
So all week long he had celebrities come out and talk about
Read
their
their
mean
mean
tweets, and they were fantastic because a couple of them were kind of offended, but the rest of them just made it up. It was great. George Clooney, they talk about how his haircut's stupid, he's not funny, but the girl wanted to sleep with him like all night. He's just like, whatever. It was really good.
funny?
It was funny and it was nerdy.
So that's something you can YouTube
They had The
or
Rock
whatever?
on it. Yeah, I would YouTube it. It was good. And how about this 15 seconds of Shakespeare? Have you seen this? They
No.
are taking English actors started doing 15 seconds of a song in Shakespearean theater style.
Okay.
And just reading the lyrics. And the guy did Gungam style. It was
So are they changing the words so it's,
No.
or are they doing it exactly?
the words of the song, but they're doing it as a Shakespearean actor would
Because
do it.
on
Look
there-
it up.
There's a podcast that's really good. If you guys like trivia, there's a podcast called Good Job Brain. Really worth your time. Anybody listen to that? You're wrong. You should. It's really good. But one of the things they do, they always come up with different like contests amongst the four of them. One of them they do is exactly that. They take the lyrics to a song, but they do it in like Shakespearean English.
Right.
So you have to try to guess what they're saying.
Oh.
And it's like when they did Baby Got Back, it was fantastic.
So maybe it's a runoff of that because it's all English actors, but they like nominate people to do it.
Yeah.
And it's like going
Okay.
around.
I'm sure it's an idea that's floated around out there, but they've been doing it on Good Job Brain,
Yeah.
that version, for a while. It's really good.
It's really good because they got a lot. Ben Cumberbatch did one. Karen Gillan and Arthur Darvill did them. And they were really, really good. It was
Excellent.
really funny. So
Excellent.
I got something.
You got something?
So there's a bunch of more rumors. Rumors swirling around episode
Everywhere.
8.
Yes.
Episode 8.
oh,
Yes.
Hayden Christensen coming back.
Yeah, no kidding.
yes.
But
Potentially.
they've said that rumor for a while, and now all of a sudden it's heating up. Now, I don't know what you think about it. When I heard the rumor initially, my initial thought was, oh, he's cloned. It's Darth Vader cloned. That would make sense.
That is the talk as well. Like
Is
some,
it? I
yeah.
haven't- all I've read is that
there's-
they're talking about, and then I heard it was the Force Ghost, and I'm like, don't bring the Force Ghost into it.
I don't think it's the
no.
Force Ghost. I think
No.
from what they're talking about is like
Space Ghost you
Kylo
could bring into it.
Space Ghost. No, they're talking about like Kylo Ren is part of this like they worship Darth Vader. So
Yes.
that's why he's out to look after and gather
Right.
all his relics.
Is that a problem?
No, I love Darth Vader. Who doesn't?
Edward doesn't.
So what they're talking about is that in Episode 8 they actually clone Vader
Makes sense.
and
Okay.
and it's Anakin.
I think
It's-
they clone him in 7 and then have him appear in 8. That would make sense to me. Like
That would be the
because we saw
cliffhanger.
they
and
showed
then
that
Mark
picture where
Hamill
they've got
fights.
they've got the helmet and it's all bashed in. I bet they take that, they scoop out something out of there, and they clone him.
They could have that at the
It's-
very
it's a
end.
little
Just after a big fight at the end, they just
Yeah.
have a guy walk
That's what they're
in,
fighting over. So
Yeah,
take something, and leave.
right.
Well,
That would make sense.
Boom.
the original theory was when they showed the mask in the first teaser that was Luke had it, but then in subsequent rumors they were talking that Kylo Ren actually had the mask of Vader, the head or the,
Right, that makes
That's
sense.
what it would be because that's what they're doing.
So I can never tell if you know any of this stuff. Are you guys up for this? I like the idea. I don't care. I mean,
I really like
was
the idea.
fine in it. You like the
I do.
idea. People hate him in it. I don't hate him in it. He's fine.
Here's the thing. I mean, you look at
I want Ewan McGregor back, and I want him to be Ben Kenobi unshackled. Because he was shackled by those.
well, they're
movies.
gonna have
Right, but they
a
need
Ben
to do an Obi-Wan
Kenobi movie.
Kenobi movie with him.
I think it's gonna
Obi-Wan.
happen.
Obi-Wan Kenobi or Kenobi, yeah.
Kenobi.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I think that will happen. I think that'll be one of the offshoots,
standalones?
just like Rogue One or Rogue Squadron.
Rogue
I keep
One.
getting the video game and the
Yeah.
But I do like the idea, and I do think that with a proper director, Hayden Christensen will be better.
Neil Blomkamp should make IG-88. So it's
Just-
like Chappie.
Just its own.
oh my god,
I-
I'm Chappie. Yeah, I'm Edward. It could be the Edward puppet.
Edward was a Jawa. You didn't know this, but he was a Jawa in the first movie.
I wasn't born. I'm just imagining as Jawa.
Hey.
Were you born when any of the Star Wars movies had come out? When did the last one come out?
2005, 2006.
No.
Revenge of the Sith.
Was it that late? So you were born.
2000.
Apparently.
Apparently.
Because they were
No,
the
2002. Okay, the second one came out when the first Spider-Man came out, so you're right. I think it was 2004.
2004. So you were alive.
2004.
Okay. Barely.
Yeah, I was barely live.
My whole basis is the timeline is based on Spider-Man.
No, they were
so
before-
Spider-Man came
I
out.
understand
Were
that.
they before 2000? Because then they weren't they
No,
before Lord of the
90
Rings.
No, 99 was
Episode 1.
episode 1 because they released the prequels in the theaters in
Yeah.
97.
Okay, yeah.
Right. Right.
I can't remember.
Okay.
that one.
2005.
Before we run out of time, I got a couple
I
more
was
things.
wrong as well. 2005. So
2005.
Here is
I have one also.
this was one that was big news to me. The news that it gave wasn't the big news. The fact that they're making this is big news to me. John Hyams is rumored to direct. He's the guy that directed Universal Soldier, Regeneration, and Day of Reckoning. I don't know either of these movies, but
it's terrible. Universal Soldier.
Have you seen
Those are
these?
Dolph
Because
Lundgren movies, right?
I've
Universal
seen-
Soldier.
yes,
Yeah,
the
they're
direct-
horrible.
the Day of Reckoning, people are saying is good.
It's okay.
I haven't seen it, but that's why I don't care that he's doing it. What I care about is he's rumored to direct a remake of Maniac Cop. Did you know they were remaking Maniac Cop? You don't know what it is, but you guys have to know.
I love Maniac
I
Cop.
love Maniac
And
Cop.
who was in Maniac Cop?
Bruce Campbell. Yes.
As long as they
Amazing.
bring back Bruce Campbell in it, then I'm all in.
Anyone else watch Maniac Cop? You will. It's going to own you. It's the greatest. I love Maniac Cop. And now with like the way things are with the the video
I
world
met
and all that.
Robert Zadar. We called him
He's
Big
dead.
Shin Man. I know.
He's dead.
Sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Way
this
to bring
big,
that up.
We
crazy
did. No, we
face.
talked about it when it happened.
Yeah, we did.
We did?
Yeah. We talked about him being a Maniac Cop too, but we didn't know there was going to be a remake.
Jay Leno's
which-
looking for work.
I'm down.
Jay Leno as Maniac
I
Cop.
got a big
amazing.
chin, maybe,
As long as he doesn't
So
talk, it's
I have
fine.
a quick one.
What do you mean?
Go ahead. Oh, yeah, this is a good one.
There's a rumor out that they're going to have a Booster Gold and a Blue Beetle superhero buddy cop movie. I want them to do this so bad because
I want to see a movie. Those are two characters I like. This is going to be terrible.
It's just going to be 21
You know
jump.
it, right?
It's Warner and DC. You know, I
It's
can
Warner
care
and
less.
DC. And a buddy cop movie.
Well, it's
And who
All right,
cares
which
about Blue
character-
Beetle?
Which
well-
character says I'm getting too old for this?
Well, if
Booster
Shane
Gold.
Black's writing it, then yeah.
Yep.
Wait.
It's going to be
It
terrible.
won't be Booster Gold because he'll be young and blonde.
Yeah,
and
but he's gonna say it
Supermodel
because the Blue Beetle's gonna make fun of him during the movie because he's really like 200 years old,
Yeah.
and then he's gonna say that line, and nobody's gonna get it, and the people that get it aren't gonna care. Sorry, DC.
Also, the director that's making it is Greg Berlanti, the director with Arrow and Flash.
Yes.
So it could be really good, or it could be bad, as you guys predict.
No, it's gonna be terrible. I mark my words right now. I'm
may
throwing
go-
it down right now. Mark my words. Blue Beetle and Booster Gold's gonna be terrible.
I-
It be direct to video.
I don't
That's how
see.
bad it
I don't
is.
see them making it because
No, I don't
it,
think
it,
they will
it
either.
fits outside of what DC's trying to do with their cinematic universe.
Yeah, but as we've said before, what they're trying to do with their cinematic universe, if that goes up like a lead balloon, they're going to start scrambling and go, we could make a buddy cop movie out of this. We'll remake Lethal Weapon 4 with Booster Gold and the Blue Beetle. Perfect.
and
Joe
they'll bring
Pesci's
in
still
Jet
around.
Li.
Who sits on
They'll
the
get
toilet?
Peter Dinklage to
with
be Joe Pesci. That's exactly what
I'll watch it then. Peter Dinklage makes everything better.
he does. Everything.
Going
is-
to
I
Subway
really
in
like.
the
I like him
drive-thru?
in Pixels. It made Pixels a lot better than it should
yeah,
be.
right.
What Leo wants, Leo gets.
Oh, God. It's the worst.
Terrible.
It is, though.
I know.
He's horrible in those.
It's
He's
horrible.
horrendous.
Joe Pesci. I know.
He's horrendous in
But
those.
he is.
Just awful.
All right, what
I
else do
feel
we
It was
bad.
a
have here?
paycheck.
Hey, John Wick is starting to film in fall.
Yeah, John Wick
Oh,
2.
yeah.
John
Electric
Wick 2?
Boogaloo.
Yeah.
Electric.
I haven't seen the first one. I'm going to see
It's
it. but-
good. It's
Yeah, I know. Everyone says it's
I can't
good.
wait to see that though. The Canon Films documentary, Electric Boogaloo.
Yes, that
That
looks good.
will be amazing. That and the Back to the Future documentary that comes
Yes.
out on
Oh,
October
yeah.
21st.
right.
Maybe if you
Back
listen to
in
the show,
time.
we did talk
amazing.
about it on
I
here.
know. I'm just bringing it back up.
Okay, Gotham news. 2 characters are brought up. They're going to be in this season. We're almost done. Don't worry, you Doctor Who fans. Court of Owls is going to show up in Gotham.
Oh, yes.
Which is interesting. And the Flamingo. Anyone know the Flamingo?
What?
Yes.
I don't know the Flamingo. It's a guy dressed
He's
in
a
pink that
dancer.
rides a motorcycle, and he's a dancer, and he
Only if it's Christopher Walken.
causes
That would be
trouble.
great.
That would be
fantastic?
amazing.
That would be great. He shows up in pink. He's like,
Yes.
what are you looking at?
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
That was terrible.
Anyone see the?
Oh, it's all bad.
This news came out after we did our last show, but another villain that's appeared. Supergirl. They debuted the picture of Red Tornado. Did you guys see this?
Ugh.
No.
What a
It's the
pile.
worst costume ever.
What the heck? This show looks good, and then they showed this costume. I'm like, wow,
Yeah.
that's Age of Apocalypse bad, right there.
He does the last stills that they had, pictures of him, didn't look that bad.
No,
they were
but
touched
the
up.
first looked as bad as Red
Apocalypse.
Tornado.
Right. I think because there's going to be CG and he's going to evolve throughout the movie.
He can start glowing
Yeah.
and stuff. It'll be good.
No,
so.
yeah, it's
Oh, that's
just,
awful.
Yeah, it's just the Vision in red. Oh,
No,
you're a
I mean,
Vision
the
in red.
Vision.
Yeah.
Who's saying that song? The Lady in
Krista
Red.
Berg.
Is it? Yeah.
Krista Berg did Lady in Red. Any Krista Berg fans out there?
Anyone?
No. Okay.
Those of you alive in the 80s, anyone?
And that, I think,
Not Edward.
covers everything.
Peter Dinklage won another Emmy.
Yeah, no.
Amazing.
Oh, wait.
Peter
Amanda-
Dinklage is
Last,
amazing.
I got one last thing.
Okay.
You got one last
Jon
thing? Or
Snow.
Yeah.
This,
Peter Dinklage.
what's yours?
Amanda Seyfried is going to be joining the Twin
Twin Peaks. Yeah. Do you know who any of those things are
Nope.
or people? Yeah, okay.
I'm surprised Edward does not know who.
Amanda Seyfried is?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm
Did
shocked.
you guys see the trailer for Star Wars Battlefront, the video game?
Of course.
Oh,
Yes, I
yeah.
have.
It's
Ooh.
astounding.
It
That's why I'm
is.
buying
It's
a next-gen
amazing.
It's
console.
astounding. But at Walmart, for a $130 bundle, if you're going to get Battlefront, you get a mini fridge. It holds 6
Yeah, but it
cans.
only holds 6
and
cans.
but the front of it is Han. What for
I
$130
know
bucks,
it's
they give you a
Han
full
and
fridge,
carbonite.
But it's Han and carbonite. It's
No, but you
awesome.
could buy a $60 mini fridge. It'll hold more than 6 cans.
But it doesn't have Han and carbonite.
I understand
and it doesn't
that,
have
but-
the game in it.
But 6 cans, I was like, I can't spend that for that.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can.
I'd rather
you can.
buy
What are
a
you
hot
talking
toy.
about?
I know.
You know what?
Can't. Don't lie.
Here's how you can spend it.
I'm
Wait till it goes to a resale shop.
That's true.
And it will. or at Savers. All right, is that it?
Carbonite.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Thank you for listening, everybody. That was This Week in Geek. We will be back next week with another episode.
Yes, we will.
Do you guys want to give your social media real quick?
Blue Box Cafe 176 on Facebook, I think, right?
And on Twitter.
On Twitter, yes.
At Blue
Sorry.
Box Cafe 176.
At LOGEEKZ at Twitter and the League of Geeks on Facebook and everything else.
Yeah, and you can listen to
Geeks
League of
with a
Geeks.
Z.
Geeks with a Z. Edward, you got anything?
Nope. I have
And,
no social
You
media.
can follow me at
Edward
our
Public.
Southgate. You can follow the company at SMG Pods. And you can find us at southgatemediagroup.com. Every podcast you're hearing tonight will be on there as podcasts. And it'll be on iTunes and Stitcher under Live at the Blue Box. That's it. We're done.